Hello, this is Pixie doing a video. I've got an assistant with me. Going to video the walk. There's a place in Arborfield. We're off, nice quiet area. I do my video, Josh. And it's definitely interesting. It's different sort of layout. It's an old Saxon church, I think, and there's a newer one further down. And so it's got some kind of fairly old graves there. I might have a quick look at them. Should we do my investigation? I've got a device, Josh. I can look up. I can listen to like ghosts. Ooh, spooky. It's a cat. Cat's attracted to the birds. But because it's in hunt mode, it doesn't want to engage with humans. It doesn't want to be even seen. So what I like to do, Josh, sometimes I do these videos for fun, and then I put them on the internet. Now this is quite interesting. They've got their own little, like, private lake. So whoever's got that land's owns a lake as well. So we've got this gate, but no one can enter it. It's different. Have your own little fishing spot, I guess. There's the old rectory over there. It's very good, isn't it? You right, Josh? Thought there was no one there. Animals and stuff there. Yeah, just a random walk. So what I do, Josh, is I video it, and then I can put it on the internet. I might show you a bit later. I do things on the internet. So I know you like taking pictures of things. You can always record things as well. Especially if they're things you want to let people know about. You can record them and stuff. I would have given a live stream a go, but then you never know how successful it might be. And technically I'm working, so better. Yeah. Looks like they're growing some corn there. What do you think they're growing there, Josh? Quite relaxing. I don't know why the tree looks so bare in the distance. What's happened to that tree, Josh? What do you think's happened to that tree? It's got no things on it. It's probably diseased and stuff. I mean, it's quite old. I mean, it's still alive. It's not much going on. But that's always a problem with some trees. If they're grown together, they can develop problems. Also, it's nice just looking at the field like that. It's got this very relaxing feeling about it. It's very fresh, the air as well. I definitely advise people to just get out and get a walk. Great for your mental health, good for your physical health. And I've been eating lots of fruit, Josh, actually. It's my diet experiment. I've been eating loads of, so I just had like yogurt, so I've got Greek yogurt, and then lots of different like berries and stuff. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. I got some mango to have at home. I got some kiwis. I got these like flat peaches, and they're okay. They're a bit firm, really. I guess they're not too bad. And so the idea is to eat better. And also I've taken some supplements that are useful if you've got things like maybe pre-diabetes, things like that. I've learned that most people are probably going to at some point fall into a diabetic spectrum. As they get older, their body won't be so great at producing insulin. And so based on how they treat their body up to that point is how successful it might extend. I mean, as long as you're still producing insulin, that's fine. Otherwise you have to regulate it by another means. But there's probably a lot of people that suffer from that. That's why there's problems with weight, gain, loss, all sorts of things. So yeah. Nice, isn't it, Josh, out there? Go to this side. Ooh. Afternoon. So this is the old Saxon church. Very old spot. I was going to take me ghost thing recorder. I'm just going to pop in there, Josh. We go have a look in there quickly, and then we go that way, yeah? I'm just going to record these graves. I put them on the video, and I'll show you the video afterwards, yeah? So yeah, with kind of care work, which I do as well, it can vary lots of things, social stuff, and like me cooking, personal care, the works, depending on what type of work you want to get into. There's a kind of bit of a blur. Some people like community support, and some people are care in the community, and and some people are carers, and some people are care support workers, and so I'm just going to pop in here, Josh, and have a little wander. Just want to look at this site. This was all about. I wonder if anyone comes in here. Yeah, it's a bit stiff. Not often. So I'm just going to have a walk around, basically. Ooh, okay. I won't record you directly. I want to do that. So I'll have a little wander around. So there's lots of old graves here, used to be, see? It's an old site. You've always got these, like, farm areas. I just want to get an idea of the age of some of these graves. Look at that, it's like a little tomb hidden in there. 1777, wow. Is that what I'm reading? Yeah, super old, that one. That one's all faded to pieces. Jenny Simmons, sister of, died October what? Let's have a look at that. Faded away, innit? That's all broken. It's massive tombstone on it though. So we're just what we're gonna do is walk around, and then we'll go off to the other part of the journey, Josh. I quite like these old places, Josh, where they've got these tombstones. It's kind of a piece of history, and it kind of gets ignored as well. There's lots of plots here that just probably been grown over. It's like just because of that being in the corner tells me they're all spread out. That's interesting. Yeah, because I mean that's all faded away. Who knows? What's it on the other side of the writing? No, it's just could be a problem with graves. How long do they last? 100 years? Yeah, I mean the other one looked pretty good for 1777. I wonder if in the future they might recycle plots. That's something for cows to drink out, really. Like wildlife and stuff. Also being quite open up, it's well, we've got a river not too far away. It's about getting enough water. I love these headstones. These are pretty strange. I wonder if you can, because they're quite old, aren't they? I wonder if you touch a gravestone, if you can sense anything about it. Yeah, there's a kind of feeling about that. That might be a way to channel. It's like chisel pattern at the back of it. But it looks like it's cheaply made, like the concrete, like the face of it fallen off. It's flaked off. Possibly because the block was cut out, and then what they did is they smeared the concrete on top or whatever they did and wrote on top of it. I don't know. It's funny, it's peeled off in a layer like plaster. They're all graves, Josh. Ooh, look at that one. So they tend to be military ones that are fenced off up there. Important people that want to be recognised for years to come. Is it an interesting one? Yeah, 1751 to 1789. That's you know. There's a hole in there. There's a hole in my bucket. Here we go. Don't know what that says. See all the writing on that, Josh? Give it to the memory. It's really hard to pick out stuff. That's what happens, I guess. Right, let's leave this place of rest. Do you want to go ahead, Josh? That's right. And what we'd do, which way do you want to go? Do you want to go that way, do you? Okay. Down by the riverside. And we walk down the river. Well, it's a bit of river down here, isn't it? And it's a case of just going a certain distance and seeing where we go for there, really. But yeah, this is typically what a more rural area of the UK looks like. Yeah, so what I did with that gravestone is I just kind of like put my energy into it and then reach down to connect with something, basically. It's a bit like when if you grab an aerial, and it's like viewing radio, and you sort of end up bridging, I guess. It's like channeling. It had a very sort of calming effect, I must admit. I mean, it could be that spiritually just like copies of each other to a degree, and just refined and reformed versions. And maybe reality is just running in different dimensions everywhere. Like a weird, there is a bit of there's a bit there we go, there's a bit of a little stream going down there. I think it curls around. I guess the other thing to look out for any sort of strange circles, like fairy circles, or sort of, not necessarily crop circles, but you might get a ring or something that makes sense on the ground. Yeah, it could be that to another species farming is weird. Or maybe it's something they did so long ago that they don't, because maybe they replicate food. So they think, why have they got these animals in there? And they're eating them. What on earth's going on there? And so, I suppose to drain the blood and stuff, researching something about cows. I think, what are they so special? No, but then again, another place to where they worship them. So, and I guess we all do to a certain degree if you benefit from dairies. You're waiting, Josh, a sec. What do you think? Dad says, watch out you don't overheat. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? There we go. I think the cows sort of moved around little fields, sections. Anything else I can talk about? Oh, yeah, I can talk about lots of things really. So talk about me. So I've mentioned about the fruit. I find it easy on the joints actually. The joints have felt less stressed. I actually eat some cherries. I think it's all right when you eat it with yogurt, but if you just ate on your own, it's quite harsh. I've got a pineapple to eat, and I might try to grow it as well, regrow it. I just need to give it a big enough chunk on the top, and then put it in a saucer of water, I think, and then grow it. I have to see, or maybe some sort of root mix, something that can accelerate its growth, and then see if I can grow it, regrow it back again, and then eat it. Sounds like hell, doesn't it? The plant just keep growing it and eating it. But then, yeah, I mean, potentially a pineapple is very sustainable, and a lot of these other root vegetables that can be regrown. So I'll definitely do more research on them. But yeah, I mean, especially if times get tough, I mean, all we've got to do is have a section of earth and just have something growing in there. Just keep an eye on it, really. Investment, well, the stock market, everything else has crashed and gone all over the place. Crypto's going down. But what's happening is it's like a reset. It's resetting to an earlier point in time. I was watching a program and it was a lot of conspiracies, and they were saying that the elites are controlling these crashes. So what they've been doing is they've been lending dollars against people's crypto. They crash it and then they take their crypto. So yeah, and they get left without any money. They spent money on the crypto in the first place. So it can be tough. And so I mean I've made some different moves. I cashed out some stuff I had. Had his Catgirl coins. I cashed them out for now. I do plan to get back in the project, but the price is dropping at the moment. So I might as well buy in when it was really low before. I might as well buy at the bottom rather than in the midway dropping. So you hear things like don't catch a knife and stuff, but it's not like it's just dropping and bouncing back up. It's a bit more difficult. But what you do is you ladder out, so you're bracing for that impact, and you're slowing the trajectory of that knife before you grab it. And yeah, at a later point I can do that. But what I've gone is this thing called Hydra Whale, and I'm going to try to buy more NFTs. They cost me about 300 quid. And what they mean is they use hydroelectricity and Bitcoin miners to mine Bitcoin, and they give it to the holders. And so at first it starts out with you potentially could get $1,000 at the end of the year. 6 months you don't get any payout. After 6 months there's some sort of payout. However, it doesn't really matter as long as it covers the £300. If it does that, it's brilliant. If it takes 2 years, it's fine, as long as it pays itself off. And then beyond that, is the second years that they reckon about $3,000 because they're buying more miners as well. And then the next will be, I think it goes to 3, goes to 12, and then it goes to 50, and then it goes to 100,000 per NFT. Getting paid, just got to hang on to it. So, but it depends on the market as well. The market might take 5 years to recover. So, own it, stick it to one side, forget about it, and then just let it build up, and then buy into other projects that I think are great, that are going to recover. There's another one, My Bricks Finance. They basically they use crypto and property investment assets, and then money you comes across from the investment. I don't know, it hasn't, I have to go through the whole paper on it, but they've got some property already, and they have a license agreement to do that. I know it's a bear market, it's not going to happen. But if they invest, they buy properties, and then somehow that money goes back to stakeholders. I have to find out how it gets back. There's something about fractional ownership of properties, but I didn't see any tabs to click on to create NFTs or, like 5% of the property. It may be that you have to pay a certain amount to make contact, because you also register an email and stuff like that. They say if you pay over such and such, so. And then the cat girl coin, panda girl probably back in at a later date. But it's all good at the moment. I'm just going to focus on these hydro whales. The reason I'm focusing on the hydro whales, the market's all down. They released a limited number of them, and they're being sold in phases. So once the phases are sold out, the only way to get them is from open sea. And the other thing, with the market being down and everything's free, it's all slowing down. Ethereum's cheap as gas at the moment. I bought the hydro whale and I got it for like 99p gas fee or something. And I thought, oh, I was expecting 20 or 30 or something. That's all good. So I'm probably going to end this video now. So me and Josh will continue our journey, and we will speak to you later. Well, I'll speak to you later anyway. Right, bye.